Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Stop. Don't adjust the volume yet. Don't check your phone. Because if you clicked this video at this exact moment, there is a very real chance that Allah is already speaking to you, and you are seconds away from either hearing Him or missing what your soul has been waiting for, maybe for years. Let me ask you something. Be honest. What if this message was meant for you and only you? Stay. Just stay. You didn't arrive here by accident, not by algorithm, not by coincidence. You might think, I was just scrolling, but hearts don't scroll randomly. Hearts are called. Some people hear Allah through comfort, others hear Him through pain, and some, very few, hear Him in moments like this, when everything suddenly goes quiet inside. Right now, there is a conversation happening, not out loud, not in words, but deep inside your chest, where excuses don't survive. You live in the USA, or the UK, or Canada, or Australia. You have options, freedom, choices your grandparents never had, and yet there is a restlessness you can't explain. You pray, but something feels blocked. You work hard, but peace feels delayed. You know what's halal, but you keep standing close to what isn't. And Allah, out of His mercy, is not silent about this. Here's something that should shake you a little. Allah does not repeat warnings forever. When He keeps bringing the same reminder to your life, the same theme, the same discomfort, the same feeling that something needs to change, that is not noise. That is clarity. Now pause for a second. If this was just a motivational video, you would have already clicked away. But you didn't. Why? Because part of you is afraid that what you already know might require action. And yes, this is where it gets uncomfortable. Allah speaks in signs, in delays, in sudden losses, in unexpected pauses. Sometimes He removes what distracts you, sometimes He withholds what you're chasing, and sometimes He lets you succeed just enough to show you that success without Him feels empty. Quick question, don't answer out loud. When was the last time you changed something after a reminder, instead of just saying, that was deep and moving on? Exactly, most people don't reject Allah, they postpone Him. I'll fix my prayers later. I'll leave this habit when I'm ready. I'll get serious about my deen after this phase of life. But here's the truth. No one likes to say, later is not promised. Comfort is not permanent. And hearts don't stay soft forever. If Allah is speaking to you now, it's because your heart is still reachable. And that should both excite you and scare you. Excite you because Allah still wants you. Scare you because this door does not stay open endlessly. Now listen carefully. There are two types of people watching this right now. One will feel inspired, then continue life exactly the same. The other will feel exposed and quietly make a decision that changes their akhirah. Which one are you? Don't rush to answer, because the next part of this message might be the most important thing you hear tonight. You see, Allah doesn't shout. He whispers. He whispers through guilt that doesn't go away, through a sin that no longer tastes sweet, through a success that still feels hollow. And when those whispers are ignored, they don't disappear, they harden. That's why some people can listen to Quran and feel nothing. That's why reminders once made them cry, and now barely move them. Not because Allah left them, but because they kept leaving Allah. Slowly, politely, and with good excuses. If you're still feeling something right now, pressure, fear, hope, curiosity, then thank Allah. It means you're still in the conversation. And here's a strange thing. Have you noticed how life gets louder when you avoid what Allah is calling you to do? More distractions, more busyness, more noise, because silence forces honesty, and honesty forces change. Now let me interrupt your pattern for a second. Be honest, did you expect this video to be background noise? Something to play while you scroll or fall asleep? Here you are, still listening. That's not normal, that's intentional. Allah is not asking you to be perfect. He is asking you to be real, to stop pretending you don't know what needs to change, to stop negotiating with commands that are already clear, to stop waiting for a dramatic sign when the sign is already speaking inside you. This is where many people turn the video off, because now it's personal. But if you stay, You might finally understand why Allah brought you here tonight, because guidance doesn't always come as information. Sometimes it comes as a moment of decision, and that moment is approaching. Before this video ends, you will feel one of two things: relief, because you decided to listen, or regret, because you recognized the truth and chose comfort instead. Now here's what I want you to do. In the comments, don't write something generic. Don't write "Ameen" and disappear. I want you to write one sentence, just one, finishing this line: Ya Allah, I hear you, and tonight I choose to be honest. No one needs to understand it except Allah. And if this message felt like it was speaking directly to you, not to people, not to a crowd, but to you, then stay with us. Subscribe, not for videos, but for reminders that don't let your heart fall asleep again. If Allah is clearly speaking to you, don't let this be another moment you almost changed. Stay close and don't ignore the call.